100-metre mark, and Aerozine's gone through, pulled his way to the top, led 3/4 over Tenterden. Over on the outside, Chili Storm caught wide there in the middle. Bell's Tower. Gee, there hasn't been a lot of pace on, and Remember Berlin has snuck right up on the inside to be on the back of Aerozine coming around the corner, trailed in turn then by Auntie Zelma. They'd corner though, and Aerozine led the way from Tenterden. Over on the inside, Remember Berlin. He's taking a little time to wind up. Aerozine's got a kick. It's Aerozine with 150 to go, clear from Remember Berlin, who's making heavy weather of it. He's coming Aerozine in front though, and he's going to have enough in hand, Aerozine. Aerozine scored by about a head. Over on the outside, the favourite, Remember Berlin, who was attacking the line very strongly late. Now behind them, Tenterden, Bell's Tower together. Leave it to the judge from Festive Excess, and then Auntie Zelma, Chili Storm, Cataplexic, Star Lightning, and last all the way, Gold Club. A winning double for Jared Noski. Aerozine has held Remember Berlin at bay. 58.73, but they really didn't seem to go that quickly. It was a controlled 1,000-metre run by Aerozine. Remember Berlin just taking a little time to hit overdrive. He did at the 100, but the bird had flown, and Aerozine has held on to score. Number 5, Aerozine for Damien Miller. Jared Noski there with the double, having won on Solorski earlier. Beats Remember Berlin. Tenterden has run third, and Bell's Tower fourth home from Auntie Zelma. A son of Testarossa from Moon Fever for Wendy Miller, Paul and Ronnie White, D. Milne, S.M. James and Mrs. D.K. Dwyer. He'll pay $421.60. Remember Berlin by Zizou from Never Forget, trained by Simon Miller, ridden by Aaron Mitchell, $1.40. And Tenterden, a Danehill Express, due south gelding, ridden by Peter Hall for Ben Pierce, $2.20. 5, 1 and 3, and I reckon that Auntie Zelma can be confirmed in fourth, placing in front of Chili Storm when those numbers do become official. So Aerozine, 2 wins this preparation from 4 starts. Did the job very well over the short course 2 starts ago. They didn't run the time last start, 59. They've gone quicker today, although they didn't seem to go out that hard really for the 1,000 metres, but it was a more controlled performance in front by Aerozine. He didn't bustle to be there. He got there gradually to the front. And this probably had a fair bit to do with him holding on from Remember Berlin, leaving him with that little kick over the final 200 metres. A long head by 2 lengths are the margins, and they've come home in 34.51. So it's Aerozine in victory. 3rd win now from 13 starts. Race 6, the Creating New Destinies handicap at 3:35, the next event this afternoon. And there are no changes as we take you back to Adam McGrath, who's in the winners list once again. And he's down there with Damien Miller after the victory of Aerozine.
Yeah, we are with Damien Miller, a pretty happy owner as well of Aerozine, getting the job done. And Damien, sometimes when you see races and you see 6 or so natural leaders, they just decide, oh, well, we might just sit this one, we might sit this one. All of a sudden, you're cruising out in front doing barely any work.
Yeah, it worked out really nice for him. And I sort of spoke to Jared pre-race and, you know, my opinion of his last start failure was that, you know, I mean, he sort of ran that first 2 and he broke 24, and I just felt that he had to do far too much to the 600 last start, and I think that was his biggest undoing, you know. So I just said to Jared, if we can just sort of get it easy, don't worry if they cross you. And the horse can sit. I mean, I sit him in track work myself, so he can actually sit if he needs to. And that's, I said to Jared, just have an open mind and just play it as it plays out, you know. And
dropping today, you know, carrying the 56.5 kilos, which he won at 2 starts ago as well, just another added bonus where he can just relax into that, and he knows he can do that.
Yeah, I think dropping the weight, and also just the fact that he was drawn on the inside today as opposed to outside, whereas all the pace was on the outside of him. He had that rail advantage, whereas last time out, you know, the rail sort of jumped 2 lengths in front of him, and he chased it up to tackle it at the 600. So I think him drawing the rail today was probably it was probably a big thing.
How well is he going in soundness? Obviously, he's here at the track today, so he's going good to be able to race. But he is a horse that you've had a lot of issues with, that has taken his time. He gets his niggles. Is he recovering well from the races?
Yeah, he has been. I mean, he does sort of feel it a little bit after a run, and probably after the last run, I thought he probably felt it a little bit, which again was why I just gave him a couple of extra days. But geez, it's been a long time since I've had this horse 4 runs into a prep. So for him to be 4 runs into a prep, you know he's doing pretty well.
Well, he looks an absolute treat as well and looks pretty happy with himself. So let's hope we see a 5th. Congratulations, mate.
No worries. Thanks a lot.
We'll grab winning jockey Jared Noska, who continues a great day as well. And Jared, we were just speaking there about the sectional speeds. And last time they just flew through that. So there was no chance his horse was going to hold on. But today you got it nice and easy out in front.
Yeah, last time he missed it a bit, and I dug him right up, and then by the time he found the fence, he was sort of already going too quick. And today, Damien said, "Don't worry, if you let him go." So I come out with a different attitude, and when he found the fence, and I hadn't dug him at all, so he was happy to settle and got an easy sectional from the 6 to the 4, and then took off.
You would have done the form going into this race as well, and thought, "Geez, there's a lot of speed in it," but it just didn't occur that way either.
Yeah, they think they probably just want to avoid us, so that worked out good.
Well done, mate. Congratulations.
Thanks, mate.
Jared Noska there, jockey aboard of Aerozine, and that's a double for him now after winning on Solorski for his dad, and that's the start of the quaddie as well. So hopefully you're still alive with 3 legs to go.